Right now, how a proposal to build a new casino right on the Illinois side of the state line could have a ripple effect into Wisconsin.
And some incredible video of the storm in Madison as a group of people on a work outing are caught out on Lake Monona when the storm hit.
Plus, a Beloit mother is reunited with her son after the young boy is recovered in another state.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Eric has the night off. There could be soon be some competition for the proposed Ho-Chunk Nation Casino and Resort in Beloit.
The state of Illinois is authorizing a new casino license for Rockford. Our Rose Schmidt is here to explain how that could affect the project in Rock County. Rose?
Yes, well, the city manager of Beloit is hoping to get a final decision from the federal government this summer and get shovels in the ground for their casino. But an announcement from our neighbors in Illinois today could mean another casino is coming to the state line area. Ask members of the Ho-Chunk Nation about their plans for this stretch of land along I-3990 in Beloit.
Our project isn't just a casino. Our project is a premier entertainment destination.
And they'll tell you about the 40,000 square foot indoor water park and the 2,700 jobs it's expected to bring to the Rock County area.
People really don't want to just sit at a machine all day or sit at a table all day long. There are a lot of other considerations that people have when they go to visit a facility.
But on the other side of the state line, there's now another facility in the works. The governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, signed a package of bills Friday authorizing new casino licenses for 6 Illinois cities, including Rockford.
It's a tight time frame. A lot of work needs to go into it, obviously, because you get one shot at this.
The Rockford mayor says the construction could bring 600 jobs and the casino could employ more than 1,000 workers. But how will that project affect Wisconsin? The city manager of Beloit says we're focused on what needs to be accomplished to bring this resort to Beloit, and with it 1,500 jobs and revenue opportunities for the state, county, and city, and not on our neighbors in Illinois. And as for the nation,
anytime that they put something else up there that's doing some of the same things that we are, it probably will have at least a slight effect.
They've been studying the plans for Rockford for some time and say they believe the difference with their project is that they're invested not only in the casino, but also in making a difference for the city of Beloit and the surrounding area. The Federal Bureau of Indian Affairs can issue a decision on that Beloit casino project as soon as this Monday. Then Governor Tony Evers would have to sign off on the deal, but he said he will carefully consider it. As for the Rockford project, the mayor there says the application has to be filed with the Illinois Gaming Board before October 25th.
The widow of a truck driver who drove off an I-94 overpass last week to avoid a crash in Racine County has filed a lawsuit against the other trucking company involved. She says that company's driver was being reckless and caused the crash that killed both him and 45-year-old Jeffrey Johnson. Authorities called Johnson a hero for swerving to avoid other cars. A cattle trailer carrying 2 steers rolled over into a wet patch of concrete this afternoon. The crash happened on Highway 151 near the city of Columbus. For about an hour, officials diverted traffic heading toward Highway 73 over to Highway V. Nobody was hurt in the crash, including the 2 steers.
Racine Sheriff's officials have identified the man suspected of fatally shooting an off-duty police officer last week. 26-year-old Dalquavis Ward of Milwaukee was arrested yesterday in connection to Officer John Hetland's murder. Authorities say they took him into custody in Officer Hetland's handcuffs. Ward has not yet been charged. A man who broke into the home of Jamie Kloss after her parents were killed and she went missing has been sentenced to 2 years probation. 33-year-old Kyle Yankianis earlier pleaded guilty to misdemeanor theft for stealing some of Kloss's clothing during the break-in. He was initially charged with felony burglary, but investigators found the theft was unrelated to Jamie's disappearance.
Turning to weather now, after a rainy night and morning, it has cleared up a bit, but it is now hot and humid. Let's check your first alert forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Charlotte and Susan. Hot and humid. That is precisely the way to describe this weather pattern that we are going into beyond today. But yes, we did have those showers and thunderstorms come through earlier on this morning. In fact, here's Doppler track showing those as they move towards the south and east. In their wake, there was a lot of a cloud cover that kept us a little bit cooler, but now that cloud cover is starting to fall apart. That's allowing for at least some more sunshine out there, but we still have a little bit of that milky gray look on the horizon. Temperature-wise, we're at 82 right now. 84 as you work your way down towards Shanesville. And I do have to apologize. These are the high temperatures, not exactly the current temperatures. But still, we're right around where we should be for this time of year because of that cloud cover keeping things at least a little bit cooler. We've cooled down to 81. Most temperatures are still into the low 80s, except for right along that lakeshore. But folks, as we go through the rest of the night, expect those temperatures to cool down into the low 70s and eventually the upper 60s. In fact, our overnight forecast looks for a low at 69, but we'll see just how hot and humid we'll get through the weekend coming up.
Thank you, Chris. This morning's weather is just a reminder of what we went through yesterday.
Some people got through the day with quite a story to tell. Amy Reed joins us now from Lake Monona with one of those. Amy?
A group from Greater Insurance was out here doing a Betty Lou cruise yesterday. They were supposed to be getting back from a lake cruise, but instead they got caught in the middle of a storm. It's almost the weekend at Greater Insurance, but what could possibly top what happened yesterday, especially with the photo reminders sitting right there?
We all joined each other on Lake Monona, and 33 of us went out on the boat, and it looked like a beautiful day.
They snapped the photos before they saw what was coming across the water.
From there, we could see it coming across the water. We didn't even have seconds to think about it. Literally, we all just kind of got up and thought we were going to get wet. But it all turned ugly fast.
The captain tried to get them to shore during the closest thing to a hurricane Lake Monona has ever seen.
I think the scary part was when the really heavy wind hit the boat and the canopy blew back and maybe even off, and that's what knocked the captain over. It broke the chair.
They got photos of that too. After that, the captain had to drive them back from his knees. It was an experience worthy of documentation.
And a bunch of drowned rats. We're all done with the poor captain in his broken seat. He did stick it out.
And now they're in good spirits. The office will have a story to tell for a long time.
It probably will grow bigger.
Yeah, like a fish story.
Yeah.
More harrowing.
After all, we live in Wisconsin. Lakes and weather are where we shine. So no, this won't keep them away next time. They'll be back again.
We hope so.
Oh, yeah.
It's Wisconsin weather.
We reached out to Betty Lou Cruises, but they didn't get back to us. But these ladies told me that they don't hold any ill will toward the company, especially because of how well the crew handled it.
Well, the worst situations make the best stories later, right?
Yes, and they said the story will probably grow. Amy Reed live tonight. Amy, thank you.
Firefighters in the town of Burke confirm a lightning strike caused a house fire this morning. A homeowner heard a loud bang in the Ratman Road area, which led to police being called. Firefighters say the lightning hit the back corner of the home and caused smoke and drywall damage. And in Nakusa, a neighbor told firefighters a lightning strike caused this fire to a boat. According to the Rome Fire Department, this is on Excalibur Court early this morning. The fire ended up spreading to some nearby trees, but it was put out. The boat is a total loss.
There is still significant damage in the area around Carroll University in Waukesha County. Several homes and cars were hit by fallen trees and branches. A semi was also damaged after being blown on its side. In one instance, a tree branch went straight into a house and out the other side. The good news here, no injuries reported. And if you are planning on going to tonight's Live on King Street featuring the indie rock band Built to Spill, the concert is moving inside the Majestic Theater due to the threats of bad weather. The show will remain free. All attendees will be allowed in on a first-come, first-served basis until the theater is at capacity. Doors open at 7 o'clock and the concert begins at 8. A Beloit mother is back with her 7-month-old child after the baby was found at a motel in Bryan, Ohio early this morning.
Rock County reporter Adam Duxer has been following this story since the beginning and joins us now with how it happened.
Ashley Floyd's family says police found her 7-month-old son, Jeb Sparks Jr., at a motel in Northwest Ohio overnight. Police also found Jeb Sparks Sr. and his mother, who they arrested on the scene. Floyd was able to make her way to Ohio, where she was reunited with her son. Family shared the moment with us this morning.
And he's been in that since Tuesday? What's up, baby? Please let me know we're back. What's up? Oh, instantly. As soon as we get home.
Jeb Sparks Sr. already faces battery charges, and Floyd is now on the way back to Wisconsin with her son. We'll hear from her tonight at 10.
Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he wants to work on legalizing medical marijuana this fall. Governor Tony Evers proposed the legislation of both medical and recreational marijuana in his budget, but Republicans stripped those provisions. Vos says he's been open to legalizing it for medical use for several years. However, Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald does not agree.
Unity Point Health is announcing a new merger, teaming up with South Dakota-based Sanford Health. Unity Point Health operates Unity Point Meriter Hospital and clinics in Dane County. With the new merger, the two companies hope to create high-quality and affordable health care options for their patients. It will create one of the largest nonprofit health systems in the country. Officials with the two organizations said the merger is still under review and should be finalized by the end of 2019. Still ahead tonight, a preview of tomorrow's Shake the Lake downtown.
Plus, the city of Madison would like your input about whether dogs should be allowed at more city-owned parks. Welcome back, everyone. The Madison Parks Division is turning to the community to help decide whether or not more parks should be welcoming to dogs.
The current policy states that dogs are prohibited from most places with the exception of on-leash and off-leash parks. Of the 270 parks in Madison, 26 are accessible to dogs on leashes, and 8 parks have areas where dogs can run off-leash. The Parks Division says this is a complicated issue that they often get a lot of input on. Assistant Park Superintendent says there is a growing need to update the policy, but they want to make sure the community is happy.
The end goal is that the policy will be a balanced approach that that the majority of the community can live with.
If you would like to attend and share your opinion at one of these public forums, you can find the dates, times, and locations at channel3000.com. And for all of the dog lovers out there, check out channel3000.com. We do have a story posted about 37 dog-friendly restaurants, bars, and patios to visit this summer.
If you're more of a cat person, starting today, the Madison Cat Project is offering a holiday special on adult and senior cats. A Facebook post said the adoption fee for cats older than 1 year old will be only $4. The special continues through next Friday, July 5th. Tomorrow night, of course, is Wisconsin's largest fireworks display in Madison, Shake the Lake. Features live music next to Monona Terrace. plus food and family activities along John Nolan Drive. The gates open at 5 p.m. and a reminder that temperatures are expected to be near 90 degrees at that time, so each guest is allowed to bring a 20-ounce sealed water bottle into the event zone, and there will also be water refill stations.
When we come back, meteorologist Chris Reese will rejoin us. We'll get a look at the forecast and if we can expect it to hold up for Shake the Lake. Stay with us. Meteorologist Chris Reese joins us now with a look at our hot forecast. This is
hot
summer.
is definitely the word. If you've wanted summer, it's here. And summer officially began this past weekend, and we've been hot ever since. So let's go ahead and take a look at the month of June. June started out on a very warm note. Several of the first days of June started out with temperatures that were well above average, but as we got towards the middle of June, that's where we began to see a little bit of a change in that pattern. A lot of those temperatures were well below average. In fact, you had a solid nearly 2-week stretch of below average temperatures. The 21st, summer officially began. We had a couple days below average, but we've been above average ever since. And with the heat and the humidity, we've just seen showers and thunderstorms, folks. So this is from this morning. Kenton Fowler sent in a beautiful shelf cloud rolling in across some of the waterways of Madison, even managing to catch a strike of lightning this morning. And we will see more shower and thunderstorm chances as we go through the forecast. Yesterday and today are certainly not it. But this is the past 36 hours. I'm putting this into motion just to show you guys what rolled on through here. Yesterday's storms started out in the Dakotas, dove towards the south and east, bringing with it the wind and the heavy rain. And then we had more lightning and thunder this morning as those showers and thunderstorms rumbled on through. But since then, we have certainly been a lot more quiet. Those showers and thunderstorms are farther towards the south and west. The cloud cover associated with that blossom of showers and thunderstorms this morning since starting to fall apart as well. So we've seen more sunshine, especially from the north towards the south. Temperature-wise, we've began to rebound a little bit, but that cloud cover did keep us a little cooler. 81 right now. Winds out of the east and southeast at 5 miles per hour. Monroe, you guys are at 84. Same for Mineral Point. Janesville also at 84. Most folks seeing those temperatures into the low 80s right now. Here's what happens as we go through the night. We're going to cool down. Expect those lows to be right into the low 70s and upper 60s. And that's going to be very muggy overnight as well. Get this, 11:30 already by 11:30 tomorrow. A lot of folks are going to be seeing those temperatures around 80, topping out around 90, and I don't think we're going to get any showers and thunderstorms of relief. So it's going to be a very hot and very humid day to start your weekend. Into Sunday, it's still going to be hot and humid, but I do think we might see a complex of showers and thunderstorms dive in from the north and west that may cool us down a little bit. But even still, behind those showers and thunderstorms into Sunday afternoon, we're going to heat right back on up. You factor in the humidity. Here's what it feels like. This is tomorrow afternoon, feeling like the low to mid 90s. We're going to do it in again on Sunday, and if we don't get any showers and thunderstorms on Sunday, it's definitely going to be hot because this is 10 o'clock in the morning, already feeling like 95 towards 96 in a lot of spots, and then that shower and thunderstorm chance could cool things down just a little bit. But it's going to last for a couple days, folks. This big ridge of heat forming across the western half of the country is certainly going to be impacting us. So as we go through the next 10 days, look at how those temperatures are going to be well above average. Upper 80s, lower 90s, and gradually starting to cool back down towards average as we get towards the end of the 10-day forecast. But folks, we do have alert days for that heat and the humidity, temperatures near 90 each and every single day. And then, of course, we do have to add the shower and thunderstorm chance each and every single day as well.
The U.S. women's national team takes care of business in steamy Paris today. The story's coming up in sports.
I'm Amanda Quintana. Tonight on the news at 9, what Summerfest officials are saying after allegations of racism from one of the week's headlining acts. That's tonight on Fox 47.
The United States women's national soccer team is into the semifinals at the World Cup. The U.S. got the lead and hung on to beat France in the quarterfinals today 2-1. In Paris, the game time temperature was around 90 degrees. The Americans score here in the 5th minute. Megan Rapinoe continues her great week. She bends in a free kick to give the U.S. a 1-0 lead. And it stays that way until the 65th minute when the United States shows its world-class skill. Alex Morgan to Tobin Heath. Heath waits, then sends it across, and Rapinoe crosses the box for the goal, and France scores to make it interesting, but the U.S. holds on for the 2-1 win. They'll play England in the semifinals Tuesday.
We would like to play a little bit nicer today, but we're moving on into the semis, into the medal rounds. We'll enjoy this one for sure, though. This is so special to be able to beat the host nation in the Parc des Princes. You can't ask for anything more than this.
Forward Madison FC on the road at Toronto this afternoon. The Flamingos down 1-0 in the 81st minute. The first shot is stopped. The goalie can't control it, and Danny Tenorio is there to head it in to tie the game. That's how it ends. Final score, Forward Madison 1, Toronto FC 1. Steve Stricker and Jerry Kelly had early tee times at the U.S. Senior Open in South Bend this morning, and both of them must be morning people because they both shot 6 under par 64 today. Stricker went 31 on the front, 4 birdies, had 2 more birdies on the back with no bogeys. Kelly had a similar day and just flipped his 9s. 2 birdies on the front, 4 birdies on the back. So Stricker and Kelly are first and second late in the second round of the U.S. Senior Open.
Drove the ball well. Hit a lot of good iron shots and starting to make some putts, which is fun to see. So yeah, it was a good 2 days, solid 2 days.
Stricker's at 14 under, leading Kelly by 2. First round co-leader David Toms figures to be a factor on the weekend too. And a nice job today by Madison's Jim Schumann, who shoots even par 70 to jump up 27 spots on the leaderboard. But unfortunately, he's going to miss the cut by 2 shots. The Brewers play the Pittsburgh Pirates in Miller Park just after 7, and the roster shakeup everyone expected has happened. Keston Hiura is back in the majors. Hiura was playing well with the Brewers, was sent back to the minors with Travis Shaw still slumping. Hiura is back in Milwaukee, and Shaw has been sent to the minors. Brewers also called up infielder Tyler Saladino and designated Hernan Perez for assignment. Jimmy Nelson also put on the injured list. Yes, the Cookie Monster sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the 7th inning stretch at the Cubs game at Wrigley Field. He said it was sponsored by the letter C for Cubs, and instead of saying "let's get some runs" at the end like everyone says, he showed it, "Let's get some cookies."
You hardly see him with that background,
I know,
though.
They should have given cookies to everybody there.
Too late. It's the 50th anniversary of Sesame Street, apparently. That's what this is all about. So, ooh, cookies.
Yeah, I know. It does sound really good.
Let's go.
All right, a final check of your forecast with Chris.
Yeah, of course, it's mild and muggy out there right now. The temperature in the 80s, but we're going to be cooling down towards 69 degrees tonight. I can't rule out an isolated evening shower, but I do think most of us are going to be dry. As we go through the next 10 days, be prepared for the heat and the humidity. As I like to say, the forecast is a little spicy, if you will. And so we do have alert days for the heat, humidity through the weekend, and on Monday, in towards the first week of July, we do have a rain chance each and every day. But that's because when it's hot and humid, well, you have to get a rain chance in order to cool things off. So we'll see.
I like that, spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here at 10.